Florentina Serna has waited more than 3 decades to cast a ballot. She still can't. When election day comes around and she sees the propositions and candidates and knows she can't do a thing to help change her hometown, she feels powerless. Her daughter, Maria Serna, can vote but rarely exercises the right her 55-year-old mother covets. It's a circumstance that frustrates Florentina, and anyone who runs for office in the city of Los Angeles. She's on top of us about it, me and my sister, Maria, 37, said sheepishly as she stood outside a supermarket in the family's Arleta neighborhood. Florentina is waiting for her naturalization ceremony to be scheduled so she can register to vote. Es importante votar, porque es importante el cambio, Florentina said. It's important to vote, because change is important. Nearly 1 million Angelenos turned out to vote in the most recent mayoral election, a significant increase from the roughly 401,000 who cast ballots in 2013 when Eric Garcetti was first elected mayor. But while the total number of voters increased significantly across all demographic groups, the share of the electorate that was Latino did not. Latino's share of votes cast was no larger this year than 9 years ago. White voters make up less than 30% of the city's residents but were by far the largest portion of those who cast ballots in this year's election, nearly 60%. Latinos make up about half the city's population and about 35% of eligible voters but comprise less than a quarter of those who turned out, according to Political Data Incorporated, a campaign consulting firm whose numbers are widely relied on by political figures in the state. In part because of that relatively low voter turnout, Latino representation in local elected office lags far behind their numbers. The gap between population and power lies at the heart of the political scandal that shook Los Angeles this fall, the leaked recording of a meeting in which Nury Martinez, the now-disgraced former city council president, and 2 of her colleagues complained, in racist, vulgar language, about the youth. At the time, Latinos held only 4 of the 15 city council seats. Latinos don't vote for many of the same reasons people in general don't go to the polls, feeling that candidates don't represent their views or that their ballot won't count, for example. Other crucial circumstances hamper voting among Latinos more than some other segments of the population, however: a younger electorate, immigration status, greater distrust of the political system, an artifact of life in troubled home countries. A lack of voting history in the U.S. Sometimes the case for voting is harder to make with some Latino voters because of a lack of representation and a history of marginalization, said Mindy Romero, director of the Center for Inclusive Democracy at USC.